It's time!
Time to duel! Yugi boy!
What's up, Yugi boys? Welcome back to our channel. So for this video blog, we will have another deck profile of our hero archetype. In this deck profile, I will show you my list of my mass hero beat. So I built this deck to counter the current meta, which is the Fire King Nation, which are the decks that circulating around fire attributes such as the Snake Eyes Diabell Star and the Fire King deck. Also, such deck that maximize the graveyard effects. So you know that Mass Hero Darklo can prevent those kind of decks. So he's like a walking macrocosmos. So since Kashtira or the Arise Art is not being in the radar anymore, and the Kashtira deck is already not in the meta, so we will be the one who can counter those kind of fire attribute decks. So without further ado, let's start our deck profile. Alright, so let's start our deck profile. So let's go first for our starter monster. First, we are running 3 Elemental Hero Solid Soldier. So this is our main starter. It has an effect when it's normal summon. We can special summon 1 Elemental Hero from our hand. And also it has an effect when it's sent to graveyard by a spell card. You can special summon 1 Elemental Hero from your graveyard. So our target for Solid Soldier is nothing other than Shadow Mist. So we are running 3 Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. So you know its effect. When it's special summon, you can add 1 quick play spell card from our deck. So technically, we are adding mass change from our deck to our hand. So we are running 3 Solid Soldier and 3 Shadow Mist. So next, we are running 2 Elemental Hero Stratos. So we are just running 2 Elemental Hero Stratos. So because you can also target Shadow Mist for your Hero Leaves. Next, we are running 1 Elemental Hero Solid Soldier. Okay, this is our main follow-up because this deck is very mid-range deck. So basically, after you do your dynamic duo, which is the Bagooska and Darklo, so you can special summon an Elemental Hero monster from your graveyard next turn to OTK your opponent. And also, we are running 1 Elemental Hero Anis Neos. So this is a good protection for our Darklo since our Darklo is susceptible to high attack monster from our opponent. So this can turn tables when your opponent confidently attack your Darklo, but you can protect it by using Elemental Hero Anis Neos. So that's our Elemental Hero package for our deck. So a very small monster lineup. It's like a the old hero meta beat back the days, but still very effective for meta decks right now that is maximizing the graveyard effects. So that's all for our main monsters. So for the hand traps, we are running 2 Dimension Shifter. So this is also the reason why this deck counters the meta, because you know Shifter can shut down their graveyard and also skip their turn. So in OCG, we are only allowed running 2 Dimension Shifter. All right. So for other hand traps, we are running 2 Droll and Lockbird. So Droll and Lockbird is a good hand trap also for this format because still many decks are adding cards from their main deck to their hand. So you can prevent them on continuing their combo with Droll and Lockbird. Also, this is a good combo for Darklo. So when your opponent activates a card, adding a card from their deck to their hand, you can activate Darklo's effect to banish 1 card and then chain Droll and Lockbird to prevent them from adding more cards from their deck to their hand. So we are running 2 Droll and Lockbird. Next, we are running 2 Ash Blossom, Joy Spring. So we all know that Ash Blossom is one of the greatest hand trap of all. So we're just running a small package, 2 of each. We are running 2 Ash Blossom. Also next, since we are in OCG, we are using 2 Maxi. As you can see, we are using a small package of hand trap, but we tend to use 2 each of them. So having variety of hand traps can make your opponent skip your turns by Maxi or by Shifter, also by Droll and Lockbird. So that's our hand trap lines. So next is for our power spell and also our starter cards. We are running 3 our Hero Leaves. So we all know that a Hero Leaves is a very powerful card in our hero deck. So it's a no-brainer to run 3 Hero Leaves. And we also running 3 Mass Change. So our target for Shadow Mist. So every time we can use match change to go for Dark Law or go for OTK but in our battle plays. So match change is a very versatile spell card in our deck. So for our searcher cards, we are running two emergency call for adding Stratos or any other elemental hero card that we needed. Sometimes we add Honest Neos or Liquid Soldier for follow-up, and also one reinforcement of the army. So these are main starters for our decks. Next, we are running two instant contact. So our main target for instant contact is Newspace and Aqua Dolphin. So in this deck, we always play rank 4 XYZ monsters. Although Aqua Dolphin cannot activate the effect because we don't have Neos in our feed or inner graveyard but this is a very good extender to play for our rank 4 XYZ play. So later I will show you some of the tutorial maximizing instant contact going second. Also, we are running one EN Shuffle. So EN Shuffle is also good. We can return one elemental hero or new Newspatian to your deck to summon one elemental hero with different name from your deck. So technically, we can target Aqua Dolphin or other elemental hero to summon our Shadow Mist to pitch our quick play mass change. So that's all for our combo pieces. So for our utility cards, we are running two, Called by the Grave. So since we are in OCG format, we are running two. So this is also good for the good against Fire King decks. So you can banish Promethean during going second. So they cannot disrupt you during your turn or other graveyard-based effect used by the current meta. So we are running also one crossout designator. So this is very good in this deck since we are running different kinds of hand traps such as Droll, Maxi, Ash, and Shifter. So also another infinite impermanence. We also have that. You can activate this to counter your opponent when they hand trap you during your combo. So next we are running two Book of Moon. So this is a very good card going first or second to dodge your opponent's Valor or Infinite Impermanence. Also, this can interrupt your opponent. Since SP Little Knight is a thing in the format right now, so you can Book of Moon one of your opponent masters, so you can prevent them to go for their link plays. So we are running two Book of Moons, and lastly, we are running two Super Polymerization, a very useful card nowadays since you can target so many decks with Super Polymerization. Alright, so that's all for our spell cards. And lastly, for our trap cards, we are running three. Phantom Knight's Brigade. So this card is also an extender. When they have trap you, you can set it and activate it to spell summon it on your side of the field as a 4-star monster to go for your rank 4 XYZ plays. So another hand trap, we are running two Infinite Impermanence. So very good interruption to your opponent and also very good cross out target. So that's all for our main deck. So next is our extra deck. So since this is a Mass Hero beat, we are maximizing the Mass Hero Fusion Monster. So first of all, we are running two, our Macrocosmos. We are running two Mass Hero Dark Law. This is a very powerful hero monster up until now that can counter the meta nowadays. So we are running two Mass Hero Dark Law. So for our other Mass Hero Fusion Monster, we are running one Mass Hero Blast, one Mass Hero Acid, one Dian, and one Mass Hero Anki. So this lineup of fusion monsters are very good targets for our mass change. Specifically, Blast is for our Stratos. Anki is for OTK, so you can activate mass change for your Shadow Mist for go for OTK, and Mass Hero Dian for Solid Soldier to dodge their hand traps like Vader Impermanence. And also I include Mass Hero Acid for back row decks since we have Liquid Soldier. So at first, my first build I use Zeus since we have XYZ play. Since in my locals there are many back row decks, so I use Mass Hero to use to counter back row decks. So that's all for our Mass Hero lineups. Next, we are running one Newspace and Aqua Dolphin. So this is our instant contact target. Even it has no effect on our instant contact, this is a very good material for our XYZ plays. And for our super poly targets, we are running one Mud Dragon and Garura. So this is very self-explanatory. So I like Mondragon because it's also a level 4 monster for our Exceed plays. So for our XYZ monster, we are running one Bagooska, our tandem for Mass Hero Dark Claw. So a very good card to skip your opponents. So later I will show it to you. And we are running one Abyss Dweller. So Abyss Dweller is good for graveyard decks. And also since we have Mud Dragon and Aqua Dolphin, when you use this for your materials, since it's a water monster, it will gain another 500 attack boost. 500 attack boost is very impactful in preventing your Abyss Dweller to be destroyed by your opponent's normal summon monster. So next we are running Time Tip Redoer. This is also good rank for Exceed play. And sometimes we can use the material of our Brigandine Trap card. So you can bounce one face-up monster on your opponent and also can gain advantage if you attach a spell card from your opponent's top deck. So another option for our rank 4 plays. And lastly, for our XYZ, we are running one Armored Ninja. So this is good for OTK plays. So it can attack twice by detaching one material to it. So that's our XYZ lineup. So before I am using Zeus because you can put it on top of our XYZ monsters, but since it contradicts with Mass Hero Dark Claw, so I tend to use Mass Hero Acid instead of using Zeus. So it's up to you to use, but you can experiment on it. But for me, I choose to use Acid over Zeus. And next, for our XYZ also, we are running one Typhon for our for going second place. Since Typhon has an effect to bounce back your opponent's problematic monster and can prevent them. And lastly, we are running one SP Little Knight. So since we have enough material sometimes to go for SP Little Knight, we maximize also to using this card on our extra deck. So that's all for our extra deck. Okay, so let's go for our side deck. So on our side deck, we are running 3 Nibiru, the primal being. So in this format, Nibiru is still the best hand trap of all. So it can destroy a lot of decks, especially combo decks. So I think still running Nibiru on your side deck is still essential in this format. Also, still running 2 Wing Dragon of Wrath Spear mode. So Spear mode is very good going second when your opponent overwhelm you with a lot of monster and make their boards and you didn't draw Nibiru. You can just tribute all of their monster and then go for your hero leaves or rank 4 Bagooska and then pass your turn to your opponent, and sometimes they cannot recover from that. Then Spear mode is very devastating from them. Or sometimes if you Nibiru them and still they can extend, if you still have Spear mode on your hand going on your next turn, you can just tribute all of their remaining master to destroy their board. So we are running 2 Spear mode. And lastly, we are running the last copy or the third copy of Maxi. So going very good going second card. So that's all for our monster in our side deck. So for our going second card, we are running 2 Triple Tactic Thrust. So you know, this is a very good card going second, and most likely your opponent gonna activate the monster effect during your turn. So this is a very good searcher for board breakers such as RP Spider Duster, Lightning Storm, and Dark Ruler No More. So Dark Ruler No More is very good when you activate it on your opponent, and then you can go for your Mass Hero plays. Even though you cannot OTK them, but still you can destroy their board or their monsters using your Mass Hero plays. So Dark Ruler No More and other board breakers are essential for our side. So also these are target for our Triple Tactic Thrust. And lastly, we are running 2 Soul Release. So Soul Release a very good since it can banish a lot of your opponent's monster in the graveyard. Especially this is a very good counter for Snake Eyes and Fire Kings. So for me, using Soul Release together with Spear mode or Dark Ruler No More is very good against Fire King. So you can activate Dark Ruler No More to disable their monster on their board, and then after that, so you can activate Soul Release for you to banish all the remaining threats in their graveyard, especially the Promethean Princess. So for me, Dark Ruler No More plus Spear mode and Soul Release are very good counter for Fire King or Snake Eyes decks right now. So lastly, we are running 2 evenly matched. So since we hate back row decks and also Labyrinth, we are still using evenly matched until now, and it's a very good target for our triple tactic thrust. So this is a very good side deck for the current meta, and also different kind of decks nowadays. So that's all for our side deck. All right. So now I will show you a quick combo tutorial for this deck. So this is a very quick one because this deck is only a mid-range deck. So I will show you how you can maximize the strategy of this deck. So since we are running multiple copies of this card, so most likely you will open this on your opening hand. So, but the very goal of this deck is go for your Bagooska play and Dark Claw pass. So it's like a skill drain and macrocosmos at the same time. So most likely your opponent can skip their turn with that kind of combo. So first I will show you the basic combo with a Hero Leaves, Solid Soldier, and Shadow Mist in your hand if you ever draw this. But you can also do this combo with these other cards, but not necessarily you open this, but if you have the other cards like this, you can still end up with the same board. So it's just a mixture of any of these cards. So I will show you a 2-card combo for this quick tutorial. So we will go for a Hero Leaves and Solid Soldier. So first you activate our a Hero Leaves, paying half of your life points to spell summon from your deck our Elemental Hero Stratos, adding a hero from our deck, which is our Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. And then after that, you can normal summon our Solid Soldier to spell summon our Shadow Mist from our hand. And then with that, we can add a quick play mass change to from your deck to your hand. And then after that, you can go for your rank 4 play. So you can spell summon your Elemental Hero Bagooska. So when you when you summon it, all the monsters will turn to defense position and negate its effect. So that's it. And then you set your mass change and then pass on your opponent's turn. So during your opponent, when they start their turn, usually I activate mass change during their draw phase to prevent them on activating triple tactic talents. So since it can only be activated during main phase. So by sending Shadow Mist to special summon our mass hero, Dark Claw. So since Bagooska is on the field, it will turn to defense position. And remember, it is negated when he adds something from their hand. You cannot activate Dark Claw's effect, or it will be negated. So with this dynamic duo, you can negate your opponent's monster effect and then banish their cards, preventing them to play on their graveyard. So that's it. That's a basic combo. So sometimes if you are short with Elemental Hero Soldier Soldier in your hand, but it's very unlikely to happen. So if ever you only have Hero Leaves and Ian Shuffle, you can still proceed to your Dark Blue combo by activating Hero Leaves, special summoning our Stratos to add another Stratos from your deck. So this is a very good alternative option. So you can normal summon again. So instead of spell summoning Shadow Mist from Ian Shuffle, you can add another Stratos to add another hero from your deck to your hand. So you can add Anis Neos. So you can use Anis Neos for protection for our Dark Claw. So after that, you can activate Ian Shuffle, returning your Elemental Hero Stratos to your deck to special summon your Shadow Mist from your deck. And from there, you can add our mass change. And then you can set it on your field. And then you can turn pass. Or if ever you have extender like this, like the Phantom Knight Brigade Trap card or the Instant Contact, you can activate Instant Contact to special summon your Aqua Dolphin to go for Bagooska again. Okay, so see that variation. Or if you don't have this, you can activate Brigade as your level 4 monster. So still you can go for Bagooska. Okay, another variation. You can still end pass with Bagooska and Shadow Mist, and you have your mass change during your opponent's turn. So when your opponent go for their turn, you can activate mass change again. Okay, to special summon our Dark Claw in defense position. So this is just a insurance. Okay, and also when you activate when mass change is sent to the graveyard, you can add another hero monster from your deck, which is our Elemental Hero Soldier, our main follow-up for this deck. So during your turn, during standby phase, you can detach one material from Bagooska. And before doing anything, don't forget to put your Bagooska to attack position, because if you activate your effect monster, it will be negated if still in defense position on your turn. So you can go for Liquid Soldier to target either Stratos to destroy their back rows, or another Shadow Mist to spell summon and add another Mass Chain from your deck. So with this monster, you can already go for game. But if you want for OTK, you can go for another rank 4. So you can go for Blade Armor Ninja. So you can attack twice with this, and then when Dark Claw attack, you can activate again for Dark Claw, special summoning another copy of your Dark Claw, and you can activate Honest Neos to end the game with another additional 2,500 attack. So that's it. So those are the basic combo. It's a very simple, very straightforward, but very effective against graveyard-based decks with the form of Mass Hero and your XYZ Bagooska play. So lastly, for our quick tutorial, I will show you what can deck this do during going second. So after you use your board breakers such as your Dark Ruler or Lightning Storm, you can normal summon your your Solid Soldier and special summon your Shadow Mist from your hand, and then adding your Mass Change. So from there, you can activate your Instant Contact to special summon your Aqua Dolphin. So since this is a monster from extra deck, so you can link it to special summon your SP Little Knight, so banishing one card from your opponent. So also a very good interruption on your following turn. And then you still have your Mass Change to go for your Dark Claw plays. So since Shadow Mist sent to the graveyard during your opponent's turn, you can add another hero from your deck to your hand. So you can add Liquid Soldier for your follow-up plays and proceed again for your combo for OTKing your opponent. So that's it. So combos are very short and very precise, and it's very conservative. So if you're tired getting nib, so there's no problem at all, because you are summoning under 5 summons. Actually, sometimes you only summon 3 to 4 monster in your turn. Also, in OCG, if you're under maxi, you can be conservative by special summoning Shadow Mist and then pass for going Dark Claw next turn. And also in draw, it's not a problem also, because you just only adding one spell card, which is the Mass Change, and go pass for your Dark Claw again. So, and also this is a very impactful deck to the format nowadays. So I hope you learn a lot from this tutorial, and feel free to use this list. This is a very cool way of trying another variation of your elemental hero deck, other than the Omni version. So next time, I will show you another deck profile within our channel, and let us see how it can be impactful on the current format or the current meta. So that's all for our video today, and hopefully you like the video. Please like and share, and then consider to subscribe on our channel and hit the notification bell for more videos to come. So this is Edison again. Kita-kits tayo sa mga susunod na mga vlog, and I end my turn. Peace!